And of course the men have to follow. They can't just go off by themselves, because otherwise this won't work. So yeah.
Yeah, you lose pretty fast. Alright, yeah, pretty early. Yeah, pretty early.
Yeah, you probably would do. And so yeah. And then you get to play. Some people get to play as civilians as well, helping out whatever army you choose to help out. You get to play as civilians as well, and you get your own house, which is, well, there's be plenty of houses around, but you get to have your own house. You get to eat, drink, smoke, you know, stuff like that. The Americans, before the invasions of D-Day, they get to go to England, smoke, drink, go to bars and stuff before the attack, and then the Germans guys are preparing to put defences up everywhere around France and the rest of Europe, trying to protect them from the upcoming invasion. So yes, so the Germans are trying to occupy France and most of the other places around, while the Americans are in United Kingdom, enjoying themselves, taking some beers in pubs or wherever they are. Yes. Then of course the Americans have to load up their gear, so you're with the American guy loading up the gear. You've got other people loading up their own gear, and you get given instructions by commanders and stuff. So like, go and pick up this ammo crate somewhere. And of course, you get to supply men. So say the commander, the general, and say your men is running low. Your men is running low on supplies. You need very lot of food and supplies and everything. Then you need to find a radio. So you find a radio. You contact the command HQ, which then contacts the general, and the general gives confirmation of the supplies. So then he accepts to give supplies, or not. Yes, and then if he does give the confirmation, then he sends out somebody who's a pilot. Say the pilot guy's returned to base for refueling, and tells him to go and get these crates and send it out to this part of the world. So then he flies the plane all the way to this part of the world, and hopefully he doesn't get shot down, because you can get shot down and get into enemy territory, of course. But if you die, the thing is, if you die, you still get to respawn as one of the bots. Because the game is like it's sort of never ending. If you play World of Warcraft, it's like never ending. You die, you come back. So it's like this: you die, you come back, and whoever wins in a set amount of time on this campaign, wins, and then it restarts from the start again. But yeah, so of course, then the supply guy flies the supply over there and drops the supply for the men. And I think that's it, really. Unless you want to add some more.
Yeah, there are lots of more. I think about how it is when you get shot. Is it like you maybe get blown up by a grenade? Is it like you lose a leg or something?
Yeah, then one of the other guys then one of the other guys can pick you up and try to help you out. And if you start losing too much blood or something happens, you end up dead, you end up dying. So the guy has to actually take you and bring you back to a medic, if you've got any medics in your squad, depending, I don't know.
Maybe get him the transportation.
Yeah, and then you get a transportation and bring him back to HQ. Like, if you watch those kind of World War II films, you'll find out. But anyway, yeah, you get in one of the transportations, you go back to the aid station, back to one of the HQs, and you get shipped back to United Kingdom to heal yourself. And
then back to war.
And then, of course, if you're fit to go, you go back to war, or you start off. If you're too badly injured, you start off as another character.
That might be.
At the start,
awesome.
But at the start, you get to make your own character, so it would be a good idea, I think, if they actually made faces. Like webcam faces, real kind of faces of yourself. Which would be quite good. And if you die, then you have to play as one of the bots. With crappy faces, of course, yeah. With one of those same faces 100 times. But it would be nice if players actually made their own face, so we can have different faces all the time and never have the same ones. Of course, German faces will be quite cool as well.
If you're not twins.
Different country faces and stuff, yeah. But of course, then the commander can then choose to so say all those major battles that happened in the World War. So like the Operation Market Garden, whatever you want to call that. Yeah. the commander can then, after we've secured France or something, the commander can then give the order to do Operation Market Garden, which makes most of the Americans go back to the planes, back in one of the jeeps, go all the way back and get into the planes and prepare for the Operation Market Garden, which then happens. But then the bots, I think, will have to fly the planes, because then there'll be too many planes for too less people, depending on how many people there is.
Yeah, and how many? Yeah, and how many? If they're not dead.
Of course, yeah.
If they're not dead.
But it's like World of Warcraft. World of Warcraft, if you play that, it's got like 1,000, well, not more than 1,000. It's got like 1 million people in one server. So you're saying like 1 million people is walking everywhere. You do see a lot of people walking everywhere. So if it was like that, if they use the same thing as World of Warcraft, it will be fine. And I don't have anything else to add.
Yeah, maybe when you are like flying a plane, you can, like we said, get shot down, and it might happen that you can get shot in the plane, like you can die, and when you maybe parachute,
yeah, the plane can also
you parachute.
Yeah, your parachute fails. Yeah.
It might happen.
Yeah, but also I think if you get shot in the plane, you can actually see the bullet holes. You know, like the plane getting ripped apart. If you get shot in the engine or something, no, the fan. You know, there's one of those plane propellers. But yeah, if they get shot in there, they can caught on fire, and then everybody can get burnt inside the plane. The wings can get blown off or something. And you buy those gliders. You know, the British gliders. They can also get broken. So if they crash into trees or something, you know, the gliders can break and stuff. But I think if there was a lot of people making this kind of game, you know, like a lot of companies with a lot of people making different parts of the game and putting it all together, we could actually succeed. Now, I don't know, it probably happened in a couple of years, probably a couple of 100 years, but anyway.
No.
There's already one game doing it, but the graphics are shit. I mean, it's poor, there's not too many people who know about it. And you have to pay per month, so I don't think that's a good idea. But if actually somebody just bought the game once, you will get a lot of people, you know. I know it'll probably be a very big map to load up and stuff, but with the right computers coming out now, I think it'll be a good idea. So, do you have anything else to add before I discontinue this talk?
Yeah, how is it with vehicles? Like you can lock cars and maybe hijack, or like you say,
you can steal civilian cars. So say you're a civilian, right? And some American guy, well, not American, but some guy who's playing as American comes along and needs a vehicle, yeah, and you say, well, no, you don't want to give the vehicle to him, then you can start off a fight with the American guy and just try to take him out or something. It'd be very funny, but
yeah.
Or you can say, yeah, take my damn car, take the keys, yeah. Say you've got a car and there's if there is the keys inside the car, you know, you can actually smash the window, get inside the car, take the car and drive off. Some battles, like, you know, there is some battles where you probably need to dig trenches and stuff and wait there for about a day or two for the enemy to attack. Those kind of battles, I don't know about those kind of battles, but yeah.
Make a base.
Yeah, you can actually make bases and have people on guard. So say you want to leave the game, you don't want to. Say you've got something to do and you have to leave the game, you can't play the game. So then you find a good spot to sleep, and it's like your player's sleeping, and then you log off, and then you have kind of patrol guys patrolling all the time. They can patrol, like, defend, like, patrol. So say there's more players still on, they can patrol the camp for you, and then you can go offline, sleep, and then when you return, maybe you're dead, maybe you're alive, I don't know, but you've fallen asleep and you've gone offline, so you have to be alert all the time.
Maybe get captured.
Yes, possibly get captured as well and sent to a prison camp. So next day you switch off the computer, say you log off, the next day you're in a prison camp, a German one.